Hi, I'm Joy and this is my channel, Yoga with Joy. Welcome, so nice to have you here. This is just a really actually quite gentle practice with some strong bits in it. So we do a bit of a standing balance, which is a bit stronger, but other than that, it's really quite gentle. Just move at a really slow pace, and it's nice and lots of breath and feels very nourishing. So I hope you enjoy it, and of course just have any props handy that you might need, but generally just blocks and a blanket or something is the best. So if you know that you need a block, grab that. Okay, and see you soon on the mat.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
So find your comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you, kneeling or cross-legged or any which way. You could place something underneath you if you want to, cushion or blanket or block or something like that. Just make yourself comfortable and relaxing your shoulders, arms, face, including your jaw and your brow, back of the neck. And gently deepen your inhale and extend your exhale. You might wish to find your audible breath, sometimes known as ocean breath, ujjayi. There's a slight constriction in the back of the throat. And feeling lengthening as you breathe in, but also the belly expanding, the rib cage and the chest, the whole of your torso expanding with that breath. And feeling softening of your face and shoulders and neck as you exhale, and noticing the ballooning of your torso gently contracting back towards the spine as the air leaves your body. Let's begin today with one Om vibration. And then gently open your eyes if you wish. And we'll begin by inhaling forward, opening up the chest a little bit, and exhaling back. So you're really flexing your spine, extending your spine. As you rock here, the movement is mainly from the lower spine, or the hip area. But you're actually flexing and extending the whole of your spine, including your lumbar, which is your lower spine, your thoracic, and then up to the cervical, which is your neck. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. So you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Lovely, just really enjoy this movement. So there's not much you need to do but breathe and allow the body to be guided by the breath. And gently bringing the movement to stillness. That's lovely. And inhale, lengthen through the crown. And exhale, gently twist. Looking over the left side, so you've got your right hand on your knee. And your left hand here behind you. Relaxing into the twist. Lengthening from the crown on the inhale and softening a bit more into the twist on the exhale. Breathing in. And then exhale back to center. Lovely, good. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale into the twist on the other side. Gentle, deep breaths. Lengthening inhale, softening exhale. And lifting and exhale back to center. Lovely, that's great. Okay, so let's just lift up the shoulders and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Just enjoy this. This wonderful release of the shoulders, that's great. And then drawing them forward, so you're rotating the shoulders forwards and then backwards. That's great, good. And releasing the shoulders down. Wonderful, so let's bring the legs out. I'm going to take my blanket away. Straighten the legs. And exhale over to the right side, lifting up the left arm. And slowly moving the arm, have a pet fly, moving the arm in circles. Some yoga YouTubers have pet cats or dogs, which I think helps get them views. I've got a fly. It's nice. Maybe it'll help me get views. Okay, so being super gentle with your arm and guided by the breath. And then bringing your hand to meet the other one. So it might be you're up here and that's fine. So it doesn't have to be that you're right down here. But bring your hands up and have a look at your right toe, flexing your feet, so it's a nice stretch of your legs. And then walking your hands across over to the other side. So again, of course, you might be up here. And gently moving the arm around. Lovely. Let's go. That's great. Inhale up and exhale down. That's good. And bring your hands meet the other hand. So having a look at your big toe. And then walking to the front. Have a stretch as far down as you want to and you can go. It might be you're up here, might be you're down here, and it might be different depending on the day. How you're feeling, time of day. And then bring yourself up. And then closing the feet together. And here we can hold the feet and then place the hands to the side, and we're going to lift and shift. So we're going to bring ourselves into the cobbler. So we've got our feet quite close to us. So the lifting and then bringing yourself forward kind of creates some space and makes it easier to come closer to your feet. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften into this interesting hip opener. I love bhadakonasana. I usually practice the one with the feet further away because it's a bit more of a lower back stretch. This one's an inner hip stretch. So deep breaths. As you exhale, there's that chance to open the legs a little bit more if you wish. And then lengthening through the crown, and then gently bring your legs in front and the hands behind. And we can just rock from side to side. Brilliant, that's good. Letting your hips relax as they release with a little twist. And then bringing the legs to stillness and finding your way onto all fours. The knees are below the hips and the hands are below the shoulders. And start with just moving any way that your body feels like moving today. It'll be different from other days, possibly, however you're feeling right now. Lovely breath guiding you. You can go back and you can go forward any way you want to go. Over to the side, to the other side. Be careful of your knees. If you need to put a blanket underneath your knees, please do. And then start to find the cat flexions and extensions. So you're inhaling up, exhaling down, looking at your knees, lifting up your pelvic floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Lifting up your abdominal muscles. As you exhale, lift the back towards the sky. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, bring yourself back. And rest here for a moment. Take a breath or two. And then start to move your hands over to the left, stretching at the right side of your body. And then bringing the hands back to centre. And then over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. And bring the hands back to centre. Lovely. Great. And then bring yourself up into virabhadrasana, diamond, hand at the heart. Straight ahead and lifting up to extended diamond, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, upward cat. Exhale, turning the toes round and hovering here, lifting up pelvic floor. Mula Bandha. Making sure that your abdominal muscles are really strong and that you're able to do this, and it's your lower back's protected. And then back into half downward dog. Ardha, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So Ardha means half. Ardha Mukha Svanasana is downward facing dog. So bending the knees, encouraging your chest back towards your feet. And then lifting up onto tiptoes into an acute dog. Enjoying the stretch in your legs and your feet. And then down into downward facing dog. So you can walk out your dog if you wish. One heel at a time. And then start to walk the feet towards your hands, bending the knees. We're relaxing the arms. Here you are in Uttanasana, the forward fold. It's quite a floppy one. It's like enjoying being here. You can bend your knees if you need to. Just straighten them as much as you can, but keeping it fairly loose. Remember, it's not how perfect you do a pose. It's just a lot of it's about what just feels right, what your body, listen to your body, right for you right now. And then inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward again. Bending the knees. Inhale, the arms up. Stretching up into an extended mountain. And then bring the hands down to the heart. And take a couple of breaths here. You can have your eyes closed if you wish. Opening your eyes if they were closed, and bring the hands down to the side. The feet are hip width and the outside edge are in line with the mat. The shoulders roll back slightly, tucking in the tailbone just a little bit, lifting up abdominal muscles a little bit. Feeling a softness in your face and your jaw, and the softness in the back of the neck. So you can have your natural lordosis, that curve that goes in the back of the neck. And then with the hands by your side, exhale, lifting up onto tiptoes. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, because you're lifting up the pelvic floor as well on the exhale. Really holding in your abdominal muscles. Inhale down. Exhale as you go up on tiptoes. Inhale down. Just looking straight ahead. So find your drishti, which is your eye gaze, to help you balance. Perfect. That's lovely. And then bring yourself down. And then step your left foot back so that you're coming into the warrior one posture, position. So you're turning your back foot in about 45 degrees, and you've got heel to heel alignment. So both heels are on a tightrope, and you're looking forward, so adjusting yourself so that your hips can go forward. Your knee is over your ankle, so headlights facing this way, and then hands at the heart for a moment. Remember you've got a bent knee, that's good. Lift up your toes if they're getting tense and going into the mat. So just lift them up and relax them down. And roll back on the outside of the back foot. Inhale, lifting up the arms so that they're parallel with your shoulders. Warrior one, and lifting up your pelvic floor, so your mula bandha, root lock. Keep yourself nice and contained. Very gentle, deep breaths, lovely and soft. Strong posture, but this breath can be really soft and help us relax in this posture. So thinking of comfort and ease and steadiness. And then bringing the hands back to the heart. That's lovely. You can relax your leg, give yourself a bit of a break. And then bring in the back leg. I'm just going to move back on the mat a little bit. Bring in the back leg so that you're coming for pyramid, but you're still facing forward. But now you have a straight front leg. Hands on the hips. And actually, let's bring our hands behind. Clasp the hands, open up the chest. Lovely. And then exhale forward. The hands are still at the sacrum. Have a look at your big toe. And straighten your leg as much as you can. Lift up your feet, your toes, and then relax them down. And then you can allow your clasped hands to just move up and over as much as they can do. Deep breaths. Lifting up your belly. And then bring the hands back to the sacrum area, and then bring your hands down, sliding down your leg into your feet. And then we're just going to come up here this is a preliminary for lifting up your back leg. It's a preliminary for warrior 3 and half moon. So just lift up the back leg here. Have a moment looking forward. And so it's quite a strong balance on your leg. If you can, your legs parallel with the mat. Now, if you know it and you wish to do so, you can come up into half moon. Like this, so you're lifting up your left arm and you're stacking the hips on top of each other. But opt out of this one if you haven't done it before, or just it's too challenging and it really isn't something you want to do. And you could have a little break if you wish. And then bringing the hand back down, and then the leg back down, and slowly bringing yourself back up. Strong on the right leg, isn't it? That's great. Good. And then stepping forward. Just have a little walk out of the legs. That's great. Good. Okay. So bring the hands back to the heart. Notice how your right leg feels in comparison to your left. And take just a few breaths. And then stepping out the right leg back. So it's heel to heel alignment. Oh, we're coming back into warrior 1, so a bit further back than that. And then turning in your right foot about 45 degrees, your knee is over ankle, and then returning the hips facing forward. So adjusting your foot as much as you need to, and we're rolling back a little bit on the outside of the right foot. So rather than collapsing it on the right foot, facing forward. Hands at the hips help quite a lot just to get you straight, facing forward. And bring hands to the heart, lift up the toes, relax them down. And then bring the hands parallel with the shoulders, upper arms near the ears. And breathe. And your eye gaze is straight ahead. And then bring the hands back to the heart. That's lovely. And then straighten the front leg and bring the back leg forward a bit. I'm going to move back a little bit on my mat actually, so you might want to as well. Bringing the hands to the sacrum and clasping the hands, opening up the chest. Exhaling, folding forward, looking at the big toe. Deep breaths. And then you can bring the hands up above the head again or wherever they go. So remember, this is your time to breathe. Really focus on the breath and how this breath is guiding your practice. And then bring the hands back to the sacrum and then down the leg and finding a place on the mat. So you'll have a tripod with your foot and your hands, and I like to have it with cupped hands usually. And then bring up your right leg. So this might be where you stay, and you might also have a break after this. See how it goes. So a few breaths in this wonderful preliminary posture with the right leg behind. And then if you are going to come into half moon, keep the left hand down and the right hand comes up. And deep breaths. And you're stacking your hips on top of each other. And then bringing yourself down. And then bring yourself up. Lovely, well done, good. And then back to the front of the mat. So your feet are hip width apart and the hands are at the heart center. And then lifting up your arms, bringing your hands through again, bending the knees, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Breath in, and then exhaling back, downward facing dog. And then lower the knees down, and lower the chest and the chin down. This is Ashtangasana. So it's 8-point postures. You've got your hips are in the air, your chin's on the mat. This may or may not be how it is for you. Your chest and your hands are on the mat, and your knees and your feet. So there's 8 points of you on the mat. Ashtanga means 8. And then lower yourself down. That's wonderful. And come into Sphinx. So you've got your elbows below your shoulders and your hands in front. And have a little look forward. And a couple of deep breaths. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. Just being here for a moment in this restorative back bend. And then exhaling down, have a little rest. You're resting on your backs of your hands. Breathing in and bring yourself back into child. Here you can rest here too. Deep breaths. And gently bringing yourself back up into diamond, bhadakonasana. Inhale up. Exhale back to the heart. Lovely. And then we'll bring our legs out and just have a little bit of a flowing leg stretch, pashimottonasana, but flowing one. So inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Lovely. Inhale. And exhale. Have a little look at your toes. You might be up here, that's fine. Just see how it is. A couple of breaths and then release down when you've finished. And bring yourself down onto the mat. And bring the knees into the chest and have a little rock around. And bring the feet up and happy baby. And you can rock around here and happy baby. And then now it's time for a little rest, just a very short one. Bring the hands by your side, my feet just spread out, legs wherever they go. And gently release the breath so you can just bring your natural breath back in and just breathing however you need to. And completely relax the body for a moment. Just invite your whole body to release tension. Invite your body to completely relax. And then when you're ready, you can lift your knees up with your feet on the mat and just rock the knees from side to side. And the head can go the other way, just easing out your hips, your spine. And bringing the knees back up, sliding the legs down, reaching to the top behind you with your fingers on the floor behind you, and then reaching your feet back down. Maybe give yourself a little wriggle. And then draw the knees into the chest. Have a little rock around. And then over onto your side. And making your way back up to seated. Great. So, thank you for that lovely practice. So, deeply inhale just for a moment, lengthening and then softening your shoulders. That's great. We'll close with our Om vibration just once together. And then bringing the hands into Namaste at the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. So lovely to have you. Thank you for this practice. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, then please do. You can just do it below or click all sorts of different things around the place. And of course you can give this a like, thumbs up for this video if you liked it. And any comments, I really love hearing how it was for you. So any comments about this practice would be wonderful. Just see how you are, like where you live. It's always fun to know where people are and what they're doing and where they are in the world and all those kind of things. So it just makes a nice connection with the community, online community. So yeah, lots of love and see you again.
Remove the veil so I can see. Illumine